So hello everyone, welcome to Technical Gupta YouTube channel. So guys, today I will discuss the one of the core concept of a database, relational database, which is a normalization or denormalization. So guys, before dive into this concept, okay, I want to tell you one thing. Okay, so whenever we design our database, okay, normally I'm talking about the relational one. Okay, so in the relational database, whether it's a SQL, MySQL, Oracle, so these are the relational database. So we have a tables. Okay, so it's a normalization or denormalization is related to like how we are defining, okay, how we are creating our tables to to save our data. Okay, so let's dive into that. Okay, so before starting, I'm giving the example, okay, the coding example, I will give you one real-time example of normalization and denormalization. Okay, so suppose I have to make a one coffee. Okay, so I went to the kitchen, so I didn't find the items need to make coffee, so obviously I need a coffee. Okay, so coffee bag and milk and some sugar. So I didn't find in my home, so I went to the nearby grocery store. Okay, so I went over there. Okay, so let's see, like in this grocery store, okay, so every item, okay, so if it's see, if it's pickles, let's say it's a jam or pickles, so all are stacked, like similar item are stacked in one rack. So here we can see jam. Okay, so here you can see sauces, so here you can see milk, these are the Maggi. Okay, so let's suppose like milk is stacked over here. Okay, so coffee is stacked over here, then sugar is stacked in the next row. So if in this grocery store, like most of the persons, okay, come to buy this coffee, like the material needed for a coffee. Okay, so like every time they need to go to three racks, okay, then pick up the item. So it's very difficult for them, like it will take a time to pick the three different item, okay, from three different rack. So it will take a time. So instead of that, like what like if I am a owner of this grocery store and I observe that most of the people like normally buy the coffee, like items required for coffee. So what I did, I make a one rack. Okay, so something like that. Okay, so on that rack I put like a milk pouch, sugar and coffee. So whenever person came, okay, so he just pick the all the items from this rack. So let's see, see this, like how it's very become easy for a customer to pick an item. So it's a case of a denormalization. So what in denormalization what we are doing, we are combining everything into single item. Okay, in normalization what we are doing, we are segregating. Okay, so we are segregating so that it can easily maintain. So let's come to the example. Okay, so I open the SQL server. So see, I am designing one a table, database table for insurance company. Okay, so in insurance, as you know, you have a customers. Okay, so let's come to the normalized form. Okay, so in normalized form what we are doing, we are dividing our data into table. Okay, so let's see, to make an order. Okay, what whenever we are making an order, okay, in insurance company, so there must be one customer and there must be one agent. Okay, so agent is from the insurance company, okay, which help us, okay, to create a a insurance policy. Then we have a order table. See, in order table what we have a order, this is the order ID, this is the order amount, the order date, then customer code. Okay, so order is also a particular customer order, a particular, yeah, okay, then there must one be an agent. Okay, so particular agent is also assigned to particular order. Without the help of agent, how can we create? So see, customer, okay, in the customer what we are doing, okay, we are defining the customer details. In the agents what we are doing, we are defining the insurance company agents. Okay, in the orders we are combining. So this is a normalized form. Okay, so if I want to get the data, okay, what I need to do, I need to combine everything. Okay, so I use a join, so I combine the data, okay, like this. So to get the complete data I need to get a join. Okay, so I am joining on a 3 tables, right? So this is a complete data that I get after the joining. Like instead of that, okay, joining, I make a one table. Okay, so in that table I put all the information, like so instead of like this order, customer, agent table, I will make a one table. So in that table I will make a all entry, like I mention over here, like okay, so I need to get okay, coffee. So what I did, I club all the item into single rack instead of putting in different rack. So same I did over here. So this is a concept of a normalization and denormalization. Okay, in denormalization you club everything into a single unit, okay, single table. In normalization you split data into different table, okay, and you link that data, okay, between the tables using a keys like primary key, foreign keys. Okay, so these are used to make a relationship. So this is a basic concept of a normalization and denormalization. So like what's the purpose of this, okay, using that? So as I already mentioned, by taking an example of a coffee, okay, so it will make a system fast, okay, if you use a denormalized form. Okay, but there is some redundancy issue. Okay, because if I use, like I already selected this denormalized form. Okay, so but if I want to, like let's us consider it's a single table. Okay, what I want to do, I want to update the name of a customer. Okay, so customer name is a Michael. See what I want to do. So this is the name Michael. Okay, so for that I have a 34 rows, so it's showing over here. I have like one requirement, so Michael has changed his name. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to update his name. So like if data is in denormalized form, I have to update the 34 rows. But if data is in normalized form, what I need to do, I need to just update one thing. Okay, so I need to just update the one row. So see, like this is the main difference. Okay, so by updating over here, like it will be reflect. So by normalization we are able to maintain our data. Okay, so these are some difference. Okay, so normalization and denormalization, what I have said, so this is a quite a difference over mentioned here. So normalization is main purpose to reduce data redundancy. Okay, and denormalization, it is main purpose of denormalization to achieve a faster execution, that I have mentioned in a coffee example. So there are two cases where they have used. Okay, so OLTP, so OLTP is an online transaction process. Okay, so these are the systems, okay, which use the normalization, and denormalization used by the OLAP, online analytic process system. Okay, so online analytic process system are those systems which use like data for the analytics, okay, for reporting. So in that case the data is a history data. For the real-time data, online transaction process, like its name is a transaction, so transaction is a current data, like banking data, e-commerce data. So in that current data we use OLTP kind of system. So in that case we require, like if we are using a current data, okay, on the transaction, so we need a minimum inconsistency or minimum data redundancy. So in that case we use a normalization. For analytics and history purpose we can use a denormalization, because we are not too much we are not that required particular thing. Okay, so it's data redundancy, but we need a faster execution. So these are the some difference that I have shared. Okay, so again, like this is a over OLAP versus OLTP. So I have already mentioned OLTP is an online transaction process. So it's a transaction fast processing, normalized and current data. It is used in a business process or operation. So OLAP, online analytic process system, so it is user analytic. Okay, so it's a slow query, denormalize, but for a history data. So hope you have understood. Okay, so if you still have a query, so you can put your question in the comment section. So thank you for listening me. So kindly subscribe my channel if you haven't done. Okay, bye.